Let us see what is buffered reader. What is the use of buffered reader? Already we have seen file reader. The problem with file reader is with the methods in the file reader, we could read only character by character or a character array, but there is no feature for reading line wise. So the buffered reader, it gives us a facility of read line method. That is one of the difference. And as we have seen already in buffered writer, buffered reader cannot directly interact with a file. So we have to create a reader object, then we can link that reader object to buffered reader. So the purpose of buffered reader is to read data from a file, specifically speaking character data. We have not into a binary file till now, specifically character data. Let us see the constructors. So what are the constructors? Buffered reader, let us call it BR, new buffered reader, an object of reader, that is one. And another one, as we have seen in buffered writer, specifying the size of the buffer, along with the reader object, reader r comma int the buffer size. So these two are the constructors. Now let us see what are the methods. What are the methods in file reader? Read method, which will read a character and returns an integer. Then read a character array which will also return an integer. Then close method, in addition to these three methods, we have the fourth method, which is specifically defined in this class, buffered reader, read line method, which will return a string. So what it will do is, it will try to read the next line and it returns that line as a string. It reads next line from the cursor and returns that line as a string. And obviously when all the text is exhausted, it returns null. So let us go into the program. New class. I am in the package CSC Java and using file package. So buffered reader demo. Buffered reader demo. It is small. So what are the classes that we need to import? Import java.io.BufferedReader, because buffered reader needs an file reader object. Import java.io.fileReader object, and import java.io.io exception, because file handling operations throw IO exception. I think that would be sufficient for now. Now let us write main method. Let us define first a reader, file reader fr or freader is equal to new file reader. Now which file we want to read? Let me check my folder. There is a BW demo1. So let me open this file. This has hanged up. Okay, BW demo1 .txt. That was the text file which was there. Then let us define buffered reader object. Let us call BReader, new buffered reader, and obviously we will have the freader, because buffer reader cannot directly interact with file. We are using a file reader object. It throws IO exception. Start reading from the file. BReader dot read line. Let us read line by line. Let us save this as string s. String s is equal to BReader dot read line. So it will read a line from the file and store it on in the string, and we want to print that line using string, and we want to repeat the same. We want to repeat these steps while what it will do when all the lines are exhausted, reading all the lines is exhausted, it will return null. So while s is not equal to null, repeat these two steps, print read, then obviously what we have to close, BReader or freader. Always closing BReader will close freader. There is no flush method here. So what happened to our, this was the file, these were the lines in that file. So in this session we learned how to use buffered reader to read the data from a file. Though we have file reader, when we have huge number of lines, and whereas file reader allows only reading character by character, buffer reader would be much useful when you have large data. In buffer reader, extra method that we have seen is read line method. Thank you.